Hi, I'm Anna.
Hi, I'm Olga.
Hi, I'm Atia and I'm a Childline counsellor.
And today we're going to be talking about pregnancy.
Am I? I don't know yet.
So how did you find out you were pregnant?
I kind of had a feeling that I was pregnant, like things were happening with my body that were just not normal. So I decided to take a pregnancy test, and that's how I officially found out.
It's important to know that you can get a pregnancy test from different places. So you could get them free from sexual health clinics like Brook, or from pharmacies or supermarkets.
And are they quite easy to use?
I think there was only 3 steps to take, so it wasn't confusing at all. Straight after we found out I was pregnant from the pregnancy test, we went straight to the doctors. There was basically lots of things you can do once you found out you're pregnant. Abortion, adoption, or keep the baby. She wasn't biased, so she wasn't talking about one in favour of the other. She was just very honest and open.
And then you had to go away and think about it?
Go in there just kind of reinforced,
made you certain?
Yeah, certain of what I actually really wanted to do.
And also doctors should be there confidentially, and you don't have to go with the parent if you're not sure. Any young person has the right to go and see a doctor.
Exactly.
I think just realising that whatever you're going through, it's not something that you have to deal with by yourself, and to give yourself that time to think about what your options are, what feels right for you. And if you're having a difficult time, Childline's always there and Childline's confidential.
So it can be quite difficult for you, obviously, but also the father. And maybe it's an awkward conversation to have with the father. How did you go about yours, and do you have any tips?
Yeah, so obviously being so young, it can be very daunting. And I decided to go about it by texting him first, which I probably wouldn't advise, but it got it out there. It started the conversation up. So when we did meet, he had already had his first emotions out of the way, so we could just talk about the whole situation. I would basically just say to not be pressured into doing anything you do not want to do. It's your body, it's your choice. And although a father is a big part of this situation, at the end of the day, it's what you have to live with.
Just saying you're pregnant for the first time and thinking about all the different things that it means for you, your education, your financial situation, it's very overwhelming, and it's important that you have that support. And one of the things I would say is think about someone you trust and think of how you're going to start that conversation. It could be that maybe you just want that little bit of encouragement of how to do it. You could contact Childline and practice. You could maybe write things down just to make sense of what you're going to say.
Were there particular bits of your pregnancy that you found difficult or that you were worried about?
I think the first trimester was probably the hardest. You're transitioning into something that's new. You're still going through the process of, I'm pregnant. I'm a young parent that's going to have a baby soon, and it's daunting, and then obviously the morning sickness kicks in, and everything goes a bit weird really, and it's hard because I was tired all the time and craving foods that I shouldn't have been craving. Right. I mean, every step of the pregnancy is difficult because you're experiencing something new. The first kick, the first scan, everything is just so special. And I think getting through it is probably one of the best experiences I've ever been through anyway. What
were your weird food cravings?
Salt. I was obsessed with salt. Sometimes, honestly, I got to the point where I wanted to pour like sea salt on a spoon and just eat it. It was horrible.
So once you're a little bit further on in the pregnancy, I guess you start to realise, or it starts to get a bit closer, that you're actually going to be a parent. So how did you feel when you were getting towards the end of your pregnancy and thinking about that?
By the end, I started getting extremely scared. Even when I gave birth, I was coming out of the hospital, I was still like, I'm a mum, I'm a parent, and I don't think anything prepares you for that at all.
If you are pregnant or you are a young parent, it can feel isolating. How did you cope with finding other people in similar situations?
I went on a lot of Facebook groups because there's so much out there online that you can meet up with people. It's just lovely having the people around you that are going through the same things, because my friends at school, you know, they don't know about babies, they don't want to know about babies. So me talking about Edward drooling all the time gets a bit boring for them. So it's nice connecting with people in the same situation.
And having that reassurance of the things that you're feeling and those experiences, you're not alone.
Exactly, yeah.
If you want help finding out what options are available to you, or help with how to start those awkward conversations, remember that Childline is always there for you. Thanks so much, Olga and Atia, for joining us today.
Thank you.
See you next time. Bye.